If the world feels too loud tonight, then come inside this cozy medieval tavern. Sit beside the warm fire, listen to the soft rain outside, and let your English improve naturally, slowly, peacefully. Tonight, you won't study English like a classroom lesson. You will experience English through calm stories, cozy conversations, and the comforting atmosphere of an old medieval tavern filled with candlelight, travelers, and quiet voices. I'm Emma, and I promise that by the end of this night, English will feel softer, easier, and more natural than ever before. The rain was falling softly over the old stone streets as you slowly walked through the small medieval village. The cold night wind made the lanterns sway gently, and in the distance, a warm light glowed through the wooden windows of a cozy old tavern. As you open the heavy wooden door,
Welcome, friends, to the tavern. On this rainy night, let's share stories.
you immediately feel the warmth of the fireplace. The smell of fresh bread and hot soup fills the room. A few people speak quietly while resting after a long day of travel. Emma smiles softly at you. Welcome. Please come inside. You sit near the fire. The wood crackles slowly in the fireplace while the rain continues outside. On the wooden table, there is a warm cup of tea and a small piece of fresh bread. Emma speaks calmly. Tonight, we will practice simple and natural English together. She slowly picks up the cup. This is a warm cup of tea. Warm cup of tea. Can you say it slowly? Warm cup of tea. The rain continues softly outside the tavern, while the fire lights the old walls with a warm and comforting glow. Emma looks at the window for a moment before continuing. It is raining tonight. Raining tonight. The fire feels warm and comfortable. Warm and comfortable. You begin to notice that English feels softer inside that peaceful atmosphere. No pressure, no rush, just listening, slowly, while resting inside that cozy medieval tavern. The fire burns softly inside the old stone fireplace. The warm orange light dances across the wooden walls of the tavern, while the sound of rain continues quietly outside. You take a small sip of your tea and slowly relax into the comfortable chair beside the fire. This tavern feels peaceful tonight. Peaceful tonight. A few travelers sit near the back of the room, speaking in low voices. One man removes his wet coat after coming in from the rain, while another quietly eats a bowl of hot soup. Near the wooden counter, the tavern keeper carefully pours more hot tea into a cup. Steam slowly rises into the warm air of the tavern. Tonight, we will practice simple and natural English together. This is a warm cup of tea. Warm cup of tea. Can you say it slowly? Warm cup of tea. Outside, the rain gently taps against the windows, the fireplace crackles softly nearby, and the quiet atmosphere inside the tavern feels calm and comforting. In English, we often say thank you when someone helps us. Thank you. And when we want something politely, we can say, would you like? Would you like? A tired traveler sits quietly near the fire while the storm continues outside through the dark medieval night. The fire feels warm and safe. Warm and safe. For a moment, everything feels calm. The rain, the fire, the soft sounds of the tavern, and little by little, English begins to feel natural around you. The warm smell of fresh bread slowly fills the tavern. Somewhere near the kitchen, a pot of soup quietly boils over the fire while rain continues falling outside through the cold medieval night. The wooden tables glow softly beneath the candlelight. Everything feels calm, warm, and peaceful. On the table in front of you, there is a simple meal, a bowl of hot soup, fresh bread, and a warm drink beside the fire. Hot soup, fresh bread, warm drink. These are simple English words, but tonight you will hear them naturally inside this cozy atmosphere. A traveler near the fireplace slowly eats his meal after a long journey through the rain. His wet coat rests beside the chair while the fire dries the cold moisture from the night air. The soup smells warm and delicious. Warm and delicious. The bread feels soft and fresh. Soft and fresh. Outside, the wind moves gently through the village streets, but inside the tavern, the atmosphere feels safe and comfortable. Safe and comfortable. A candle flickers slowly beside the wooden window. The golden light reflects softly across the old stone walls, while quiet voices fill the room. You begin to notice small English words more clearly now. Table, fireplace, bread, rain, window, tea. The peaceful atmosphere makes every word feel slower, softer, and easier to understand. There is no pressure here, no classroom, no stress. Only the warm fire, the soft rain, and the quiet feeling of resting inside a cozy medieval tavern at the end of a long, rainy night. The rain continues softly outside the tavern. Water slowly runs down the old wooden windows while the cold wind moves through the empty village streets. Inside, the warm fire glows peacefully in the fireplace. The golden light fills the room with a calm and comforting feeling. Some travelers quietly rest beside the fire after long hours of walking through the storm. A few people drink warm tea while listening to the sound of the rain outside. The night feels slow and peaceful. Slow and peaceful. Near the corner of the tavern, an old wooden clock ticks softly beside the candlelight. The gentle sounds of the room blend together with the rain, the fire, and the quiet voices nearby. Clock, candle, rain, fire. These simple English words slowly become familiar inside the warm atmosphere of the tavern. A soft breeze moves near the window for a moment. The candlelight flickers gently against the stone walls before becoming calm again. The fire crackles quietly. Crackles quietly. Outside, horses move slowly through the muddy streets while distant lanterns glow softly through the rain and fog. Inside the tavern, everything feels safe from the cold night outside. Safe from the cold. Warm inside. Comfortable and quiet. You continue listening to the peaceful English around you while relaxing beside the fireplace. Little by little, the language begins to feel softer, more natural, and easier to understand. There is no need to hurry, no need to memorize everything. Tonight, you are simply resting, listening, and allowing English to flow naturally through this cozy medieval night. The tavern grows quieter as the night becomes deeper. Many travelers have already finished their meals and now rest peacefully beside the warm fireplace. Outside, the rain still falls softly across the dark village streets. The distant sound of wind moves gently through the cold medieval night. Inside, candlelight flickers slowly across the wooden tables and old stone walls. Everything feels calm, warm, and safe. The fire burns more softly now. Soft fire, warm light, quiet night. You slowly take another sip of tea while listening to the peaceful sounds around you. The cup feels warm in your hands. Warm cup, warm hands. The relaxing atmosphere makes every English word feel slower and easier to follow. Near the fireplace, an old traveler quietly closes his eyes while resting in the comfortable warmth of the tavern. Resting near the fire, comfortable warmth. The storm outside no longer feels important. Inside this small tavern, the world feels peaceful and still. The rain touches the windows gently. The fire crackles softly nearby, and the quiet sounds of the night create a calm and cozy feeling all around you. You begin to understand more English naturally now, not by studying hard, but by listening slowly, peacefully, inside this warm medieval atmosphere. The candlelight continues to dance softly across the room while the tavern becomes quieter with each passing moment. Everything feels slower here, slow and peaceful, warm and comfortable, safe and quiet. And little by little, English begins to feel like a natural part of the night itself. The night inside the tavern has become very quiet now. Most of the travelers are resting peacefully near the warm fireplace while the rain continues softly outside. The candlelight glows gently across the wooden tables. The fire burns slowly, filling the room with a calm golden light. Outside, the medieval village sleeps beneath the rain and fog. But inside this small tavern, everything feels warm, peaceful, and safe. Warm and peaceful, safe and quiet. You slowly finish the last sip of your tea while listening to the relaxing sounds of the fire nearby. The fireplace crackles softly. The rain touches the windows gently, and the comfortable atmosphere of the tavern feels calmer with every passing moment. Tonight, you practiced English naturally, through simple words, peaceful listening, and a quiet medieval atmosphere. English can feel soft, relaxing, and comfortable. Soft and relaxing, comfortable and natural. Thank you for spending this peaceful, rainy night inside the cozy medieval tavern with Emma. If you enjoyed learning English this way, please leave a comment and share your favorite part of tonight's cozy tavern experience. And if you would like more relaxing English listening experiences, don't forget to subscribe to Old Soul English Podcast. Now, relax beside the warm fire, listen to the gentle rain outside, and enjoy the peaceful silence of the medieval night. If this cozy medieval tavern helped you relax while learning English tonight, leave a comment and tell me which part of the tavern was your favorite. The warm fireplace, the rain outside, or the peaceful candlelight. And if you would like more slow and relaxing English experiences like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Old Soul English Podcast. Tonight is only the beginning of our journey through quiet worlds, peaceful stories,